Hey, what's up, y'all? And yeah, and it's time for another college football 2025 preview and prediction. And today we've got the Florida Gators, and they're joined by everyone's favorite Florida fan, Saleen, and watch enthusiast, SaleenDriver.
Am I everyone's favorite Florida fan? I thought Octavian was more popular than me. That was a joke. Anyway, how y'all doing? I am the SaleenDriver. I
Yeah,
am a Florida fan, and I have been a Florida fan since 1975.
I'm sure you've been a Florida fan since before I was born. So
I'd say probably before most everyone watching this was born,
yes, yes, facts. Yeah,
because
so
I
anyway,
I am that old. Yes, I am.
yes, you are. Yes. Uh so anyway, so I guess we'll start by doing a recap of last year. Uh
Yeah.
but
It,
anyway, let's go ahead and
Admittedly, last year was better than certainly better than I thought it would end up
yeah,
being,
me
and
too.
I dare say better than most Florida fans thought it
Yeah,
would end
yeah,
up being.
yeah, me too. I thought y'all were gonna go 5-7, and then it looks like that's
Mm.
what y'all were headed toward. But then y'all did manage to upset LSU and Ole Miss at
No,
the end of the season.
I
So
thought we were going. I actually was locked in on 3-9 pretty much the whole season.
um, yeah, so anyway, so then you lost to Miami, Texas
Yeah, that was
A&M, Tennessee, Georgia, and Texas. So
yeah. The 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 Tennessee loss was particularly hard. Um, what was the score of the A&M game?
it was
I forget.
yeah, it was 33-20.
Yeah, we were never really in that game. That one hurt because it was at home. But losing to Tennessee last year in overtime, that really that hurt a lot.
Yep, yeah, that
Um,
sucks. Yeah,
but we kept it competitive against Georgia,
yeah,
out against Texas, and
for
then
three
we
quarters. Yeah,
yeah, well, 3 quarters is not a full game, is it?
no,
But at least it wasn't a blowout. The next week was a
no,
blowout, obviously, and yeah, then
yeah,
we won 2 games back to back that, frankly, I didn't think we could do.
yeah. I didn't either. And then y'all beat Florida at the end of the year. But I mean,
Florida State,
Florida State. Yeah, Florida State was
yeah,
just absolutely horrible. Yeah, they were dumpster juice
yeah.
last year.
I
So
don't care how bad Florida State is during the course of a year or how good they are during the course of a year. If we can beat Florida State and we can beat Florida State in that garbage dump known as Doak Campbell, uh, that makes it a good year no matter what.
yep,
I
yeah,
mean,
and
I
then
can't
you
tell you the
yeah.
number of times I've said it, Vic. If I knew that the Florida Gators were going to go 1-11 and I was the one that got to pick the win, I would always pick Florida State.
Yeah, you'd rather beat Florida State than Georgia.
I'd rather beat Florida State than anybody.
Right. And then you finish off. Yeah.
For the same reason that Lou hates South Carolina more than any other team because he has to grow up around all those South Carolina fans.
Yes,
I'm
facts.
surrounded by Florida and Florida State fans all the time, and hell, my own cousin is a Florida State fan, and anytime I can shut that fan base up, um, makes me happy.
Yes, that's amazing. And then you finished out the season against Tulane, and you absolutely obliterated them 33-8. So
Well, let's face it, Tulane isn't really much of a football school, are they?
It's
But you know what?
Tulane. Yeah.
It was nice to win the bowl game. It was a Tampa, Florida game, which means it's practically a home game for
Yep,
the
basically.
Gators. So it was a nice way to end the season on a 4-game win streak.
And then Tulane used to be in the SEC, so you can count that as an SEC win if you want to. But
When was the
no,
last time Tulane was in the SEC? I think that was
I don't
before I was
know.
born.
I don't know. 50
I don't
years
even think I
ago.
was alive.
Wow.
Anyway,
Okay.
it
All
was it
right.
was it was a season that we didn't expect. Um, I'll take it.
Right, but you still want Billy gone.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of love for Billy Napier. I was willing at the beginning. I was willing to give Napier the time he needed to prove something, anything. Well, we're now going into year 4, and he's shown me nothing. He's shown me that he's not ready for the big stage. He stubbornly refuses to hire a proper offensive coordinator. His shtick is getting a little old, and quite frankly, I think he's a clown. Not as big
Yeah.
a clown as Mullen, but I think he's a clown.
Yeah. So
I
he's
think he's
still
live action role playing a
yes.
coach. He needs to go back to the Sun Belt.
Yeah. Gets fire Napier, fire Strickland, clean house.
Yeah, that was my mantra last year.
Yep, and that's still your mantra going into this year.
Well, my mantra going into this year is get rid of Napier. Hashtag fire Napier. I don't think you're going to see Strickland get fired simply because the Gators won a natty in basketball, and Strickland was responsible for that hire, and he can ride being the guy that hired the basketball coach. He can ride that for a while.
Yeah, and also being the guy who fired the previous basketball coach. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he fired Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan went
No,
off to the national.
okay. I was talking about the guy who's the coach now, but
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well,
what was his name?
Donovan went off to the National Pitchers Association. So.
Mike White. Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, Mike White. I
Mike
forgot about
White.
Mike
Yeah.
White. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's now your coach.
Yep.
Well, you can have him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did make the tournament last year. Anyway, enough about basketball. Let's get back to football now.
Well, we won a national championship in basketball. That's something.
Right.
Only school in the NCAA to hold 3 natties in basketball and 3 natties in football.
Yep, facts.
That doesn't suck.
Yeah. Yes, here's your 25 recruiting class. It was the number 7th recruiting class, and you had
I've got some notes on that.
Yeah, and you had the number 116th transfer portal class. So.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound really good, does it?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. So anyway, so I guess go ahead. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, go ahead and what freshmen do we need to highlight here?
Well, definitely Vernell Brown and Dallas Wilson. I mean, they're both 4 stars.
Both.
Actually, the notes rated, I have said that they were 5-star recruits. Also, notes I have that this Noshawn Montgomery, he's pretty highly ranked too. So it looks like for wide receivers, at least, I know they're all freshmen. I know they're all, untested, but at least that gives Lagway somebody to throw to.
Yes, Brown was the number 5 wide receiver, and Wilson was the number 8 wide receiver.
So that's good. Those are two very good gets for the Gators.
Yep.
I just don't know how quickly two freshmen are going to have much of an impact in the first. And if you scroll back up a little bit, the thing that concerns me about Brown, 5'11", 170 as a wide receiver.
Yeah, he better be fast. Yeah.
He better be fast, or he better have another growth spurt in him. I'd rather see more like Wilson at 6'3", 195. At least we know he can take a pounding.
Sure. I mean, never know. I mean, he could be, Kadarius Toney. So he was short. He was
Brown
short,
could
but
be
really fast. Yeah.
Another Toney or another Percy Harvin.
Yeah.
But your prototypical wide receiver is like Wilson. He's a 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" guy with a bit of weight to him, so he can go up against the shutdown corners that are out there.
Oh yeah.
But the Gators recruiting 2 4-star, 2 5-star, depending on who's doing the ranking. Wide receivers with a clown like Napier as the head coach. I can't be upset about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got a 4-star cornerback, Ben Hanks III.
That was a nice get.
Yeah, got
and another one that was in my notes was Javari Flowers.
Javari Flowers.
He's in there somewhere.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he is.
Another 4-star out of Miami. 5'10" and a half, 165. He could definitely grow into being a shutdown corner. If he's got the speed.
He could, yeah.
And how big is Hanks?
He's 6'1".
Okay, so that's good size too. So we recruited highly on a couple of wideouts and a couple of corners. Yep. There was a time not too long ago before Grantham came in and destroyed the place, where Florida was the real and original DBU. Yeah. We got to get back to that. We can't give up that title. We cannot give up that title to places like LSU and other places. We need to get back to the point where Florida was the original DBU. And start getting guys back in the mix that can shut down the opposing team's receivers. And because let's face it, if Lagway is as injury prone as everyone is saying he is, and I'm not saying he isn't, I'm not saying that he is, we need a defense. And what we've been putting on the field the past couple of years has been better, but it needs to be a hell of a lot more.
Yes,
and I think we also put in some good running backs into the mix too.
You got Duke, Duke Clark,
Duke Clark, Chad Gaspar, and Byron Lewis. Yeah, Byron Lewis.
Byron Lewis.
Yeah, they gotta be in there somewhere.
Yeah. Yes. Saw Byron Lewis. Yeah, there's Gasper. Yeah.
Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is. 5'10", 200, 3-star.
Yeah.
Out of Texas. Where's Lewis? Wait, you just passed him. Go up a little.
He's
There it
right
is.
there.
Another
5'11",
3-star.
200.
We need to
Yeah.
recruit better in running backs.
Yes, you do. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Where's Duke Clark?
He's up here,
There
right
he
here.
is.
Yeah,
Okay, he's a 4-star. 6'1", 194 out of Plant. So he's in my neighborhood.
Yeah, Plant. Yeah, in Tampa. Yeah.
Well, I bet he ends up being a good. I mean, we are returning some. I think we are returning at least one running back.
Yes.
I think.
Let's
Edge
see.
rushers.
Y'all did get
and defensive linemen. I
get a
think we did pretty good
quarterback.
on defense.
Yeah.
We did get a
got
3-star quarterback.
Tremel Jones. Yeah.
I wish we had done better there too. I think on linemen we did pretty good. We recruited Joe Manchabo, Bachicho, or I can't pronounce that fucking name, and Jeremiah McLeod. Where are they?
Yeah.
There it is. Wait, you passed Joseph. Scroll back. Right there.
Yeah. Right. He's a
6'4",
DL.
6'4", 275 out of Loganville.
Yeah, that's kind of small. Yeah, 275. Yeah.
Well, he's a lineman. Yeah, he's a little small, but we could put some weight on him. And Jeremiah McLeod, where is he?
Let's see. Yeah, there he is.
There he is. 2A, 6'3", 280, 3-star out of Leesburg, Georgia.
Yeah.
Well, we need to do better there. We picked up a couple of edge rushers in recruiting Jaden Woods and Jalen Wiggins.
Yeah, there's Woods. It was 4-star. And then Wiggins was also a 4-star. That's good.
So we did pretty good on the edge rushers.
Yeah.
Well, overall, I'm not unhappy with the recruits. I wish we had gotten more 4s instead of 3s, but not everyone can be a 4-star or a 5-star. So I guess you recruit who you recruit and then try to coach them up.
Yeah,
the problem being that we got a clown for a coach.
Yeah, you got a punter, Hayden Craig, because y'all need a new punter.
Out of Maine.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
so
y'all need. Yeah, y'all need a new punter. So.
Yeah, and Evan Knoll is a kicker out of Mississippi.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What we do on the transfer portal? Picked up a few people. Picked up some people from scrub schools like UMass and Baylor. We picked up another punter from the portal too, Tommy Doman, and Harrison Bailey, a quarterback. I never heard of him. Wonder where he came from.
He used to play at Tennessee. Yeah, he's been all over the place. He's been at Tennessee.
Why are we bringing in a guy from? I mean, the man couldn't make it at Tennessee. Why are we bringing him there?
Well, he's been at UNLV. He's been at most recently he was at Louisville. So yeah, he's been all over. Yeah.
What about this guy out of UCLA, J. Michaels Sturdivant?
Yeah, I looked into him. Yeah, he was pretty decent.
I heard he was pretty good, but
yeah, he had like 300 yards and something, but he was better last year. When in 2023, I mean, he had like over 500 yards. That was when UCLA wasn't
and we picked up
so
an
bad.
edge rusher from UMass. I mean, UMass is one of the worst football programs in the country.
Yeah, he's not any good. Yeah, he has. He's not any good. He had like 3 sacks. So I mean,
And
I mean, 3 sacks at UMass. That's not impressive.
I guess you put him on
I'm
the.
still looking. There you are. There you are. Okay, you got 6. You got Harold Stubbs. He's a throwaway from Florida State. So
Yeah, he's a safety. No,
yeah, he's a
I guess
throwaway.
you
Yeah,
need safeties.
yeah. He couldn't even play at Florida State, and they were horrible. So
Yeah, Harrison Bailey is
yeah.
a quarterback. He came
What
out of
what what I mean, he's in he is an upgrade over Aiden Warner. So I mean,
yeah. Well, my older daughter would be an upgrade over that. Come on now.
yes, he would. Yes, he
All
would.
five,
Yeah,
all 5'3", 100 pounds of her.
yeah, you got a punter. You got Tommy Doman from
Now look
Michigan.
at that.
So
The J. Michael Sturdivant, former 4-star out of UCLA. That's a pretty good get. I gotta say.
yeah,
But
just about the only one.
what
Yes,
Kofi?
yeah,
Who's Kofi? He's the edge rusher.
Kofi, yeah, Kofi
Eh,
Fee, yeah.
maybe he's good coming in spot situations to give somebody a rest or something. Uh, he's 6'5", 250. I mean, he's a big boy, but
Yeah,
let's see what he can do. Let's see what our defensive staff can do with him. I guess.
yeah,
I
and
guess
you got
you got to
Michael.
give him a chance. I mean,
Yeah,
there's got to be a reason that the guys picked him up.
yeah, and then you got safety Michael Caraway Jr. from Southern
Yeah.
Miss. Yeah, and then again, Southern Miss was horrible. They were also one of the worst FBS programs last year. I think they went like 1-11. So
Yeah. You know what's really going to hurt us offensively is Montrell Johnson, probably our best running back last year. He's gone.
yeah,
That
okay,
didn't help.
yeah. So now, anyway, this is what I was talking about with Aiden Warner being horrible, 42% completions, 4.6 yards per attempt, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Yeah.
When did he play? I can't even remember when he
He
played.
play. I think
That's against
he
Georgia.
came in. He came into the Georgia game when
That's right.
Lagway
When
was hurt,
Lagway went down.
and then he might have played mop up duty in some other games. Yes, he played. He appeared in Samford
Yeah.
and Kentucky in mop up duty.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I know
he
there's a
also
bunch of
started. He started uh,
the Texas game.
against Texas because Lagway was still out.
Yeah.
So
I know there's a lot of my fellow Gator fans um, that do a lot of navel gazing, I call it, just kind of, what if scenarios and all that crap. Oh, what if Lagway had stayed healthy in that Georgia game? Would Florida have beaten Georgia? You know what?
possibly,
I never understand that kind of mentality. You know what? We lost. You can play what if scenarios. What if Tim Tebow magically was given 15 more minutes of eligibility and came into the game? What would I mean? Come on now.
yeah,
We played the
yeah,
game. We lost. We were
yeah.
competitive. It was a good game. We lost.
Yep,
Move
yep.
on,
You
folks.
lost. Yep, you lost. Anyway, Graham Mertz is gone. Of course, he started the season and then he was injured halfway
Uh,
through the season.
I don't
Was
even know
that?
where he is now. Did he
Yeah,
find? Is he
he's
finally
in.
done?
Yeah, he's in Houston. Yeah,
Oh, he's in the
yeah,
Texans signed him.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Well, congratulations to him.
yeah. Congratulations! He had like 800 yards and 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So I
Well,
mean,
he
yeah,
was
he
having a
what?
decent enough year until he got hurt. I mean,
Yeah,
he was never going to be the quarterback that was going to, win you a game or lose you a game. He was one of what you call a game manager.
Right.
We just wanted him not to do anything overly stupid.
All right. So now let's talk about DJ Lagway. Yeah, what is your opinion of Lagway?
I mean, the numbers don't lie. He had half a season at best. He put up numbers, 1,900 yards of completion in half a year.
Right, it's pretty good.
You could extrapolate that to maybe he was going to approach a 3,000 yard season, maybe even 3,500 yard season if you extrapolate the numbers.
Yeah, 10 yards per attempt. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
Not a great touchdown interception percentage.
12 to 9.
I can chalk that up. And I'm not going to make excuses. I'm just going to tell you what I think. He's a freshman, or he was a freshman. He spent half the year not playing with the number ones in practice. He was a backup. He didn't play with the number ones a lot. He didn't get to know his offensive weapons until he was thrust into the spotlight of being the starter after Mertz went down. And for being a freshman, playing only half a year, I think he did a good job. Was he brilliant? No. I'm the first person to say he was not a brilliant quarterback. Was he bad? Absolutely not. He was very good, very athletic. He is not the second coming of Danny Werfel or Tim Tebow or Steve Spurrier. He's not. I don't think you're going to see them putting up a plinth in front of Florida Field for a DJ Lagway statue after he wins a Heisman this year. I don't think that's in the cards. Maybe if he shows a lot of improvement and Florida can recruit some people around him and he sticks around for his junior year or his senior year, yeah, maybe. I mean, he's got a ton of athletic talent. He's coachable. I don't know. There's a lot of people smarter than me in this game that say he's fragile. I don't believe that he's fragile. I believe that he's playing football. It's a contact sport. Everybody gets hurt. I don't believe in the fragile moniker, at least not yet.
No.
But that's why we play the game. But I think DJ, we put some, Florida recruiting and transfer portal have put some weapons around him. He's got a batch of good receivers. He's got a decent running game. I don't know what the offensive line is going to look like. I think it's going to be good to the task, but again, we don't know until they take the field. I think Florida could have a decent year if it were not the toughest schedule in the country.
Right. Yeah.
Florida's got some talent. I don't think Florida has the talent of, say, Georgia or Alabama or Texas. I think Florida, if you take the top three, in my opinion, are in no particular order: Georgia, Alabama, Texas, maybe Texas A&M. The next tier down, I think Florida is in that next tier down in terms of talent on the roster.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all that talent on the roster is being run by a clown. And I think that hurts Florida. And that's why I say that Florida is not going to have a very good year overall. And when we get to the schedule, I'll go over that with you.
Right. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Anyway.
It has the potential to be an excellent quarterback. if he stays around and doesn't leave, or if he does leave, he leaves for a better program. And that's always a possibility in this day and age.
Yeah.
By the
yeah,
way,
of
I'll
course it
reiterate
is.
my position. I hate the transfer portal and I hate NIL. I think those are two things that are going to destroy college sports.
Yeah, I know. All right. So anyway, so his completion
And I
percentage,
wish
that
we
needs to
never
go up.
invented them.
His completion
But
percentage needs to
Yeah.
go up. He needs more
I'm just a man.
touchdowns.
What do I know?
Yeah. So
Yes,
yeah,
Lagway had a lot of interceptions last year.
yeah.
I
So we
chalk
need
that up to being, a freshman with a gunslinger mentality.
right. So anyway, so he needs to get his completion
Hopefully, he
percentage.
learned
Yeah.
from last year and he does
Yeah.
better this year.
Yeah. So he needs to get that completion percentage up. He needs more touchdowns
What are you
and less
pointing at?
interceptions. Okay.
Is your microphone off?
No. No. No.
I
Can
can't
you
hear
hear
you,
me?
Rick.
You
Yeah,
can't
there
hear
you
me?
go. Okay. No, I got you. I got you.
I'm back now. Yes, what I was trying to say is that he needs he needs a higher completion percentage and he needs more touchdowns and less interceptions.
Oh, I agree completely. I think he's got the talent around him to do that. It's the question is now whether or not he learned anything in his freshman year, and can his coaching staff keep up with it, or can he keep up with it? No, that's not the right way to say it. Can his coaching staff be good enough to teach him not to do stupid things?
Right. Right. That's
And
what
that's
freshmen
down to the
do.
fact that,
Yeah.
and that's down to the fact that we don't have a very good head coach.
Yeah, that's what freshmen do. They do stupid things. So
Yeah, and and if I may, I've listened to all the loud voices that hate Florida and repeatedly attack Lagway. And I get some of it. I mean, some of it is empirical evidence. You can't deny the numbers and so on and so forth. But whenever you try to reason, talk to them about the reasons why behind this or that, they nobody listens except for other Florida fans or people who are not Florida fans but have somewhat open minds. There is something to be said for the fact that, Lagway was a freshman. He was not the starter going into 2024. He didn't play with the ones for half the year. And, there is the old saw about, well, the backup quarterback has to be ready to go in the next play. And that's what happened with Lagway, of course. But there are reasons why these things happen or didn't happen. And, if you're honest about it, you can talk about it without, anyway.
right.
Moving
So
on.
ready to move on. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're
anyways,
moving on.
let's talk about who Lagway is going to have to throw the ball to, because your top two receivers, Elijah Badger and Shamir Dyke, are both gone. So
Yep, they're both gone.
yeah,
No, wait a minute. Yeah, they are gone.
yeah, you Dyke to the
Well,
Titans and
I mean, that's the
Badger
nature of
to the
college
Chiefs.
football. Your players leave eventually, and you've got to move on.
Right. So you bring back Eugene Wilson and Aiden Mizzle. So
yeah,
let's
they're
see.
young.
You got Tank Hawkins. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all freshmen.
Yeah, Tank
But are they all?
Hopkins.
But are they all redshirt freshmen? That's the
Yeah,
question.
and
Are they all
then
true freshmen or are they redshirt freshmen?
and then Marcus Burke, but I think he transferred. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's try to.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
there he is, right there. Yeah,
we looked
transferred to
over
Central
UCF.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, we looked over the people that we recruited and everything like that, and they're all freshmen too, and they're 4 stars, and we
that's right.
got
Yeah, you got
talent there. It's all young talent,
yeah,
and that
yeah,
may or may
yeah,
not be that may be a problem.
right,
Uh,
right, and then of course we already talked about Brown and Wilson, those two freshmen. So
yeah. So we've got a very talented but very young receiver room.
yeah, and you got J. Michael Sturdivant from UCLA. So
Yeah. What year is he in?
I think he'll be a senior. I think he's
Okay,
played 3
so
years, so I think this will be his last year of eligibility. So
Sturdivant is going to have to be the leader of the receiver room.
right, and you're gonna need him to be, yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, it's. I mean, the obvious thing to say is, oh my God, we have a whole bunch of young receivers that don't have any playing time or minimal playing time at the college level. What are we going to do? Well, what are you going to do? You're gonna put them on the field and you're going to throw to them
Yeah.
and hope that they're as good as you think they are.
Yeah,
I mean, you got no choice.
yeah, you got your
I mean,
tight end Hayden Hansen is back, and he's 6'8",
he's a big boy. I
267
mean,
pounds. Yeah,
he
yeah,
he may he may he may feature very prominently in the offense. I don't remember if I honestly don't remember if Napier favors or disfavors or is neutral on using his tight ends as receivers. I mean, we know Mullen used the tight end very heavily when he had Pitts, and this guy is as big as Pitts was. But look, I mean, look at his stats in 24, 15 receptions to 207 yards. Obviously, he's not being used very much, but you may have to start using him more until the freshman gets some game time under their
that's,
belts.
that's
And
right. This Hansen is built like a center in basketball. So
he's built like a tank.
yeah, and then we got
Troy
Tony
Livingston,
Livingston is
Tony.
also back, but
He's also a
Arliss
sophomore.
yes, but Arliss Boardingham transferred.
Yeah. He's got a lot of different choices to throw to, Lagway does. The problem is they're all freshmen and sophomores. With one senior.
Yes.
But it looks like the senior, the guy from UCLA, it looks like he's not too bad of a weapon. So
No.
he may be the number one. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we?
All right, right. So ready to talk about
Is Jaden Baugh? He's back, right?
yes, he's back. Yes, Jaden Baugh is back. Montrell Johnson is gone.
Yeah.
We got Jaden Baugh. Baugh is a big back. He's 6'1", 277. So
yeah, he may be our new number one back.
Yeah, he had 673 yards, 7
And
touchdowns, 5.1 per
and
carry.
Jacoby Jackson. He's back, isn't he?
Yeah, Jacoby Jackson. Yeah, he's 5'11", 209 from
He
Pensacola.
may be the number two. He might be the scat back.
Yeah, he had 500 yards and 7 touchdowns, 5.4 per carry. So
Yeah.
it's going to be Jaden and Baugh
Jaden, Baugh and Jackson.
and Jackson. Yes, Johnson gone. So
Johnson went to the Eagles, huh? Good for
yeah,
him.
He did. See, you get try. Yeah.
Pull up Baugh again real quick, please.
Okay. Well, let me go back. Come on. Okay. There you go.
He's 6'1", 227.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can call a 227-pound running back a power back.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be a power back. Yeah.
So you've got a good 1-2 there with Baugh and the other guy. One's a power back, the other one's a scat back.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So if those two can work well and produce, it'll take a lot of pressure off of Lagway. Help keep him from being beat up too much.
Yes, it would.
And I would like to see Lagway not tuck and run the ball, because unless that guy is beefed up a little bit from freshman to sophomore, I really don't want Lagway to be running the ball very much. See, 6'3", 239. That
right.
If he's going to be a dual threat quarterback, he needs to be bigger.
I don't know.
I really don't want to see Lagway run too much.
It's just to have Anthony Rubio, the Secretary of State Marco Rubio's son.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so. Because I remember that he played in the bowl game. They did announce him as being the son of Senator Marco Rubio. Yeah,
he's a little small, 5'9", 183.
Yeah.
I hope he hit the weight room.
Yeah. Yeah. You got
anyway.
Trayon Webb. Yeah, another smaller back. He's 5'11", 211. So kind of
give him some playing time. What the hell?
A medium-sized. So Webb is a medium-sized back. So. But anyways, make sure you didn't.
I wouldn't say that Florida is lacking in players. I mean, they got some talent on the roster. I wish they had more 4 and 5 stars to mess around with. That's down to the coaching staff not being able to build a wall across the Florida border and keep Georgia and Alabama and Tennessee out of the state. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think we're lacking in talent. I think we're lacking in coaching.
Yep. So anyway, but
that's going to reflect on the season that's coming up.
Yeah, you can't keep them all. But anyway, let's talk about special teams first. Let's talk about special teams for a second. Trey Smack, your kicker, is back. He was 18 out of 21 last year. Yeah, so that's really good. Yeah, Smack's a good kicker. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of problems in the kicking game.
And then who was y'all's punter last year? Yeah, he's gone now. So
yeah, I forgot the name of him. No, who remembers punters' names? I mean, Jesus.
Right, I don't. But of course, y'all got the dude we got Tommy Doman from Michigan. So I guess he's probably going to be y'all's starting punter. So
yeah.
Anyway, so now let's talk a little bit about the numbers behind last year's offense. Just from the NCAA website, we can look at scoring, offense, see where y'all ranked. Going to go to the.
I wish I knew.
Going to go to the second page. Here y'all were. Y'all are number 64, 28.3 points per game.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, you
Ain't
finished
great, is it?
behind. You finished behind San Jose State and ahead of Boston College. So
Terrific. Well, we gotta do better there. I mean, if Georgia Tech is scoring more points than we are,
yeah, that's a problem. Yeah,
Ohio
you
is
got
scoring more points.
West Virginia is scoring more points than you.
Western
Can't.
fucking Michigan is scoring more points than we are,
Yeah,
really.
Kansas. Yeah, Rutgers. Yeah,
Obviously have to do better than that.
yeah. All right, let's
I
go look at.
think with a dynamic quarterback like Lagway, like I said, Mertz was a serviceable quarterback, a game manager quarterback, that kind of thing. Not a flashy quarterback. It wasn't built to be a flashy offense. I think if Lagway shows us the talent that everyone hopes he can show us, maybe our offense can produce more points and produce more offense.
More yards. Yeah, speaking of yards, I'm still looking for yards. I might have passed y'all.
Oh, look,
Yeah,
Florida State was second
I
from the
might have.
bottom.
I must have passed you guys. Let's see. Uh,
I can't see it. You're
uh,
scrolling too fast. There it
there
is.
you are.
66.
There you are. Yeah, we have Miss Y'all. You're number 66. 3.
380,
86.9.
387.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
not
ahead
great.
of ahead of Maryland and behind Colorado State and Georgia State. So
Georgia, look at Georgia was only 51st. Anyway,
all right. Anyways, we'll look at rushing and then passing, and then we'll move on to defense.
I understand.
Right, we're like
I'm certainly
100.
not going to be in the top 50 in rushing. Come on.
Nope. There you are, 67th, 161.2 per game, 5.55 per carry. And then look into
Again, not great. Looks like
passing.
everything in offense were mid-pack in college football.
Yeah, mid.
Passing, I would suspect, would probably be a little low.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you are,
No.
69. 69.
So everything in offense for Florida last year was mid-pack.
Yeah, 225.7
Yep.
yards per game, 8.58 per attempt. So yeah, the offense was mid. Yeah.
I would expect with DJ being the full-time quarterback that our offense statistics should improve
All right.
just because of the type of quarterback he is.
Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and look at your defense rankings now. Maybe these will be a little better. I don't know. Yeah, there you are. 41 in scoring.
In the post Grantham era, our defense does seem to be improving.
Yeah, 23 points
Where
per game
are we?
allowed.
Oh, there
Yeah,
we
you
are.
are
Tied for 43.
43rd. Yeah, tied with Colorado, Marshall, and UConn with
Okay, well,
23.08 points per
so a
game.
little above mid-pack for defense overall.
Right. Scoring, yeah, was. We'll do total scoring. Total. There's Colorado. Yeah, there's Colorado at 50. So whatever it was, y'all were worse than Colorado in total defense. That's bad.
Yeah, There it is, 76.
Yeah, and you were tied with Colorado in scoring defense. So that they were number 76,
Yeah.
376.9.
Not good. Not good.
Yeah, 5.25 per play. Now we'll go ahead and do rushing, passing. Rushing. Nope, not in the top 50.
I wouldn't expect we would be. There it is, 66.
Number 66th, 149.5 rushing yards allowed per game, 3.8 per carry.
Yeah, actually a little better than I thought.
Yeah. And then, all right, pass yards allowed.
I'm sure we're in the mid, below 50. That bad?
I must have passed y'all.
Oh, wait, 83rd.
There you are, 83rd. 83rd. Yeah, 227.5 per game.
Yeah,
Set
we got
7 per pass. Wow.
We got a long way to go to build Florida back up defensively.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, y'all had a good defense under Muschamp, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Moose Dump was a great defensive man.
Yeah, that's one
He
thing.
built a great defensive football team that couldn't score if his life depended on it.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll say for him is that y'all had great defenses under Muschamp and the first two. Moose Dump and the first 2 years of McElwain. So
Shark Humper.
Right, Shark Humper. Right, but before all those recruits were gone by 2017, and then McElwain fired, and then you hired Dan Mullen, and he brought Todd Grantham with him, and then your whole offense, your whole defense went to shit. So
it went to shit. Complete waste of good offensive teams because we couldn't count on our offense to always outscore our defense.
Yeah. The 2020 Florida offense was elite. It definitely had the offense to win a national championship, but your defense was horrible. So
all you had to do was look at the SEC championship game where we took Alabama to the limit, but all we needed to do with Alabama in that game was one stop. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. Might as well not have even put a defensive team out there. Just let them score.
Nope, not at all. So we'll go
and eventually you just run out of time or you run out of offensive chances.
Yeah, so look at some of your players. Yeah, Trick Weeze Bridges, safety. He's gone to the Chargers. Shamar James, linebacker, to the Cowboys. Jack Pyburn, I think he transferred. Can't remember where. Let's see if we can find him. Yeah, he transferred to LSU. Yeah.
We transferred a lot of our defensive players off the team, unfortunately.
You got Jordan Castell, defensive back. He's back. Linebacker. Jaden Robinson, he's back. Tyreek Sapp, defensive end, he's back. He had 7 sacks last year.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's going to be relied on heavily to step it up.
yeah, Bryce Thornton is back, another DB. Uh, yeah, don't know if he was a safety or a corner, but yeah. Let's see, defensive tackle Cam Jackson. He's gone. He was 6'6", 328. Yeah, so that's going to be a big loss to the Panthers.
Yeah. And
Uh,
that big boy
yeah,
in the middle.
that Desmond
Yeah,
Desmond Watson. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Wait for it. Yeah, 6'5", 449 pounds.
yep, you couldn't run through him, that's for sure. But now he's
Yeah,
on the Bucks.
he's got to be the heaviest college football player of all time.
Yeah. But you know what? He moved pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, for the size he was, at least he could move.
He's got to be the heaviest football player of all time. Yeah,
Maybe. Now he's
I know.
playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no,
So he's somebody else's
he needs to
problem.
lose a lot of that weight. I mean, having all that weight, can't be good for your health. To get him some help. He needs to drop about 100 pounds at least. Yeah,
That would help. Yeah. But all those players are in the no fun league, so they don't exist for me anymore.
right. But you got Caleb Banks back. He's 6'6", 325. So that's good. At least one of your big men came back. So see, Grayson Howard, linebackers back. Sharif Denson. Uh, yeah, George Gums. Defensive end is back.
I mean, we have some experience, at least. People who have played before. That's helpful.
So you lose a lot of guys. We've also got a lot of good guys coming back at TJ Searcy, but I believe he transferred. If I can find him. Because I got to go up. Yeah, there is TJ Searcy went to Texas A&M. All right. So anyway, so still lots of talent on the defense. So anyway, so you ready to close all this stuff, and let's go ahead and finally get into the schedule.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, as everyone knows, it's been ranked as the toughest schedule in all of college football again.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we start out against Long Island University Sharks, and you should just absolutely obliterate them.
Never heard of them. Long Island
Right.
University, never heard of them. But okay,
Right.
we win that one.
And then next you play USF. Yeah, going to be a step up in competition, but still, you ought to destroy those guys. Although they did play Alabama tough for 3 quarters last year. Bama pulled away in the 4th, but
yeah, I think we can beat USF. Yeah, especially since it's at home.
Yeah,
but then we have looking at the schedule, 4 games in a row, which are just not going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you play at the Corn Dogs.
Yeah, we're losing that game.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I already did did LSU with Flamin' Sports Media. So
Yeah,
yeah, I think yeah, revenge game for LSU. I think they get their revenge. So
yeah. We're we. I don't think we can. I think we can play them fairly close, but rolling into Baton Rouge with no, not going to win that game.
yeah,
And we're also
and then
not going to be, and we're also not beating Miami.
yeah, you play at Miami. Of course, they got Carson Beck. Yeah, 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 Georgia's quarterback. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I yeah, Miami's got a lot of talent. Again, I hope we at least give them a good game, but I don't think we can beat Miami.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Carson Beck will remain undefeated against Florida.
Probably,
And then you
Texas.
got you got your bye week, and then you play Yexus. Yeah,
Now, I watched Uncle Lou's video like I'm supposed to. I
mhm.
know probably no one believes me that I watch Uncle Lou videos anymore, but I do. And he has Florida beating Texas. Now, I heard through the grapevine that Uncle Lou has quit smoking.
Yeah, he has. Yeah,
And I think him quitting smoking has affected his brain. I think I think I think his mind has gone a little bit bonjour. You know what I mean? He's got Florida beating Texas. I love Uncle Lou to death, and he's certainly a smarter college football guy than I am. But I think this is one time where Uncle Lou short circuited. I don't see Florida beating Texas unless the buses break down, taking the Texas Longhorns to Florida Field. I think it's going to be. I fully expect College Game Day to be there, or at least SEC Game Day to be at the Swamp for that
right.
game. I
Yep.
expect it to be a very, very focal point of that weekend game. But Florida beating Texas, nope,
Well, I
nope.
mean, stranger things have happened,
Yes, stranger things have happened. We
but
beat
yeah, I'm with
LSU
you.
last year, and that was strange. But Florida beat. I mean, last year Texas beat the snot out of us, 49-17. I think it was.
Yeah.
The only difference here is that the game is in the Swamp, which gives us a little bit of an advantage, but not enough.
Yep.
No,
So anyway,
Florida's
then
going to come out of that game 2-4,
yeah,
two and
yeah, I
three. So,
agree. Yeah, 2 and 3. Yeah, and then you play at Texas A&M.
no, not possible. No,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
A&M's got too much horsepower.
Yeah, A&M. Yeah, 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 and you got to play them there. So,
So
yeah,
we're gonna and then the next game is Mississippi State
yeah, yeah. Y'all should
in
beat them.
Gainesville.
Yeah,
We should win that. So we're
yeah,
going to
y'all
go
beat
into our
them.
second bye week before Georgia.
Three and
What,
four.
3-4?
3 and 4.
We're going to
That's
be
bad.
reeling at 3-4, and then Georgia
Yeah.
is absolutely going to wreck us in the cocktail party.
Yeah, yeah. Facts. Yeah, we're gonna beat y'all again. That'll be like the 5th year in a row. So
Yeah. See,
yeah.
what I'm hoping for is after the Georgia game, the fan base is going to say, "That's it. We're tired of Napier." And
Yep.
I'm hoping that after the Georgia game, Napier is fired.
Y'all are gonna be 3 and 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any way that we can't be better than 3-5.
In anyway. Yeah, maybe 4 and 4, but yeah.
Where do you see the fourth
Yeah,
win?
4. Well, you could beat you could beat Texas A&M, but
It's in
yeah,
College Station.
or you could beat Texas, like Lou said. I mean,
If I had to pick one of the games, the LSU, Texas, Miami, Texas A&M, if I had to pick one of them that we could possibly win, it would be the Miami game. The only reason I say that is because it's in the state of Florida. The Gator fans will travel to Miami, put on their Kevlar vests, and get their Spanish to English translator software ready and travel down to Miami. And it's a rivalry game, from way back when. It's an old in-state rivalry. If I had to pick one of those 4 games in that 4-game stretch where I think we're going to lose all 4, but if one of them is possible, I would say it'd be the Miami game.
right. So anyway,
But
so this
the
going
other three are guaranteed losses.
yes. Okay, so that is going to put you at 3-5 going into your last 4 games at
Yeah,
Kentucky, and I'm actually going to give you all a win against Kentucky. I did
I think we can beat
Kentucky
Kentucky.
with Big Barney Ross already, and we both uh, had Florida beating Kentucky. So
Ole Miss,
yeah,
not in Oxford.
Kentucky's not gonna be very good this year.
No,
At Ole Miss, well, did an Ole Miss video already, and I had y'all beating Ole Miss. I mean, last year Ole Miss couldn't even beat y'all with Jackson Dart. So I don't know how they beat y'all without him. So
I don't know. I just don't have a lot of confidence in that game. I'd say I'd call that game at best. I'd call that game a toss up.
okay, so this is where we disagree. I have a win against Ole Miss. You have a loss to Ole Miss.
But I think the last 2 games we can win.
Tennessee. Uh, right. Tennessee just can't beat y'all in the swamp for
No,
whatever reason. Yeah,
there's something
no matter
magical about
what. Yeah.
yeah, there's something
Right.
magical about the swamp being the antidote to the creamsicle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They just can't win. When's the last time? Like in the early 2000s? Was it like 2003 or something? I don't know, or
Yeah.
2001,
And
or
then
I don't know.
it's senior day against the criminals. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
that's a
take it for it.
win. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
we'll
win.
take credit for
They were 2-10 last year. I don't think they're gonna be as terrible as they were last year, but still not good enough
it.
to beat the Gators. So, all
No.
right. So, what
And like
record
I
does that
said,
give you? Yeah,
and
I
like I
think that
said,
gives you
that's the game that I want to win every year.
every single year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that means you've got 6 and 6, and I got 7-5. All right, so Saleen has 6-6, beating uh, LIU, USF, Mississippi State, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Florida, and losses to for Florida State. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
And losses to LSU, Miami, Texas, Texas A&M, Georgia, and Ole Miss. And then I've got 7-5.
Because you have us beating Ole Miss.
Yeah, beating LIU, USF, Mississippi State, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Florida State, and losses to LSU, Miami, Texas, Texas A&M, and Georgia. Okay,
Yeah. I'd say
so
the
that
only
is
place that you and I disagree with is the Ole Miss game.
Yeah, all right. Well, I gotta have y'all having at least one upset. So
Well, if I was going to pick an upset, that would probably be one of them. I don't know. I don't see any other. The only other upset that I see in this whole schedule is the Miami game.
All right. So now it's time for the big question. Does Billy Napier get fired at 7-5?
Seven
Because
and
I think
five.
because I think 6-6, he's definitely gone. And of course, in my scenario, I had 7-5, but winning the last
Well,
four.
he
So
didn't get fired at 7 and 5 last year, so I would say no. At 7 and 5, well, yeah, at 7 and 5, he'll keep his job, unfortunately,
oof.
and he'll also keep his job if he wins the bowl game. Um, at 6 and 6,
He's definitely gone. Yeah,
yeah,
six
he's
and
gone at
six,
six
like
and
like
six.
you said, he's gone. Yeah,
And you know what? If he finishes 5 and 7, he drops a game that he should have won out of those six.
he's
Um,
definitely
he
gone.
won't make it to the end of the he won't make it to the Florida State game.
Right. So
Like
so
I said,
seven. Yeah,
I have a
yeah,
certain amount of hope that he gets fired after the Georgia game.
yeah. Hopefully. All right. So anyway, so that is gonna be it for us. So yeah. So let us know what y'all think in the comments below. Give us your prediction for Florida, and please subscribe to the SaleenDriver channel if you're not already. So
Yes, please do. We got a lot of good content there,
yep,
especially if you like these things.
yeah. All right, so that's going to be it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all again next time.